Hello, and welcome to Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. If you are not getting the results you are looking for from your digital marketing efforts, this is the podcast for you. And now, here's the host of our show, the local business guy himself, Frank Deming.
Hello. This is Frank Deming, the local business guy, and welcome to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day, everyone. I hope you guys are having a rockin' week thus far. Today, I want to create, this is an episode that was not on schedule to be discussed. But after a call that I had yesterday with a potential client, which hopefully will become a client soon, I decided to change things up a little bit and discuss it because they were struggling. And so today I want to talk to you about why your law practice isn't growing. Because this was something that was bothering my potential client yesterday. So we had a great conversation. They got a lot out of it. So I said, you know what? This will be a great topic to bring forth to you guys as well, because I'm thinking, hey, if they're having this this issue, maybe some of you guys are having this issue. So let's go. Let's dive right in. See, if you're, this is what I told them. I said, if you are gaining more frustrations instead of clients, it's time to take a hard look at your law firm and why it's not growing. Okay, and what we have seen over the years, and we've been doing this a long time, guys. We've been marketing. We've been helping law firms now for the last 7 years. We've been in business for 15 years, but we've been focusing on helping law firms for the last 7 years. And a lot of them who are not growing or who hit a plateau, an unintentional plateau, because there's some people who do want to plateau. They've reached what they were looking to do, and they just want to just kind of, set the sail in as that way. But if that's not you, if you're still looking to grow and you're plateauing, this could be the reasons why. Okay. Number one, outdated marketing strategies. Let's say, and by outdated marketing strategies, I mean, let's say you're relying on tactics like, print ads, radio ads, direct mail, which a lot of people are still doing, by the way, TV ads. Now, TV ads are still effective, but they're very expensive. So when it's so expensive, although you're getting leads at a premium, really. You probably want to slim that down, don't you? So that's one thing. Another thing that I see a lot of people doing are billboards. I mean, billboards could be good, but that's not targeted, and those are not cheap either. Those huge things, like if you're here in New Jersey, you drive down the turnpike, you see them all the time. Expensive way of marketing. Let's see. The number two thing is a website that isn't optimized for the way people search, or how they use online content. Okay. Last week, or maybe a few weeks ago, I talked about, doing the research first, and writing to the questions that people are asking for on the internet. That's very important. Research is the key. And the beauty of online marketing, folks, is that it's all there. You can do a lot. If you have the right tools, you can do a lot of research. Now, I'm not suggesting that a law firm purchase these tools. No, I'm saying that a law firm should hire and outsource an internet marketing company like myself that focuses on attorneys, and they do the research for you. And then say, hey, this is what your audience is typing. These are the questions they're typing. And let's revamp your website that so that when they do type that, your website comes up, they get their answer, they get their question answered, and boom, you have a client. So the number two thing that's why it's not growing is because the website isn't optimized the way that people are searching. You're just writing content to write content. That's not the way it works. All right, number three, the marketing budgets that don't include a well-rounded digital marketing campaign. When people, one of the things that this firm was lacking, they were working they did have digital marketing in mind, by the way. But they had a very small budget. They had a tiny budget. Why? Because they were doing all these expensive things, like TV ads, like billboards and all that. So the budget that they have for digital marketing was minuscule. And when you have that minuscule budget for digital marketing, you're not going to get the effect that the other clients, the other law firms are having, and that's why they're a quote unquote, this is their term, not what I said. That's why you have other firms who are eating your lunch. I mean, that's the bottom line. That's what happens. So, anyway, those are the three things that why your law practice isn't going. So now I don't want this to be all doom and gloom. All right. I want to give you some suggestions of what you could do to change, and help your law firm turn that around. If it starts out by undoing one or maybe two of your expensive, practices that you're doing, and allocate some of that budget to digital marketing. Okay. After you do that, you want to do these four things. You want to develop a lead generation campaign that focuses on creating conversions. In my world, that's Google AdWords. It could be Microsoft ads. It could be Facebook ads. But in my world, it's Google ads or Microsoft ads for that matter. Because when you do that, you will get an immediate response, and you will start to see how well you convert or lack thereof converting, and tweak as you go. Because lead generation, it could be tricky. It depends on each market. You have to speak the language of the people who are looking. It's all based on research, okay? Once you do the research correctly, your lead generation efforts should be effortless. Okay, it should be so simple because you should be able to speak the language of your target audience. Number two is you want to improve SEO to help your firm appear in organic searches. You want to get that on-page optimization going. Okay, there's nothing better than an organic lead. If someone finds you organically, that lead is awesome. It's even better than pay-per-click. I mean, I love pay-per-click, but it's an SEO lead is 10 times even better than that. So make sure that if you're working with a digital marketing agency, that they focus a lot of their attention on SEO, because you're gonna love it in the long run. And remember, the SEO is a long game. I'm not saying that SEO you're gonna start getting leads from tomorrow. No, it's gonna take time. Depends, especially if you haven't done it before. You're looking at 6 months. So keep that in mind. Number 3, create a content marketing plan. Okay, because when you have a content marketing plan, you're gonna position your firm as the authority in your space. Okay, so if you're family law, bankruptcy law, I don't really care. Pick content that's pertaining to your practice. After you do the research, you know what people within that practice, what they're asking. Write content that answers those questions. Write the content that's gonna. You can even do video. Video is awesome. That creates it. Now, a lot of attorneys don't like video. I've worked with, like I said, for 7 years. A lot of you guys do not like it. But if it's not something that you're fearful of, or you can say, hey, I'll try it. Do some videos that answers the question and optimize the video so that people can find the content that way. Or just write it out, or get someone to write it out, and then they'll find the content. You follow? But content marketing, having a content marketing plan is important because, like I said, it's going to position your firm as the authority figure in that space. Period. It's happened time and time again. And number 4, last but not least, you definitely want to participate in multi-channel marketing. Okay. You notice I mentioned a few things here. I mentioned lead generation and specifically Google Ads. I mentioned SEO. I mentioned content marketing, which is technically part of SEO. What I mean by multi-channel is, okay, you want to do those 2 things, pay-per-click marketing and SEO, but you don't want to forget social media. You don't want to forget display ads. You don't want to forget newsletter marketing. There's a plethora of other things out there from a digital standpoint that you can do. Like I said, you want to take out one of those things that you're doing that is expensive and is not yielding you the results that you want, and replace it with some of these efforts that I'm saying. And then eventually, once you start seeing the results that you want in the digital aspect, eliminate all the other stuff that you're doing altogether at that point, because you're going to get leads at a much faster clip and more inexpensive. Okay. Now, digital marketing isn't the cheapest thing in the world, but it's a lot more affordable than some of these other mediums that we're talking about: radio, TV ads, billboards. A lot more targeted and a lot more affordable. If this is something that you guys want to do, I'm all yours. Right? I'm all yours, guys. Give us a call, 888-416-7752. We do this all the time for attorneys. You can go to a link on our page where I can show you some case studies of what we've done for other law firms doing the exact same thing we're talking about here. That page is lbmsllc.com/LP-attorneys. That link is going to be in the show notes. You can just click on that link and request one of those a few of those case studies, and you'll see what we've done. Okay. So, just let us know how we can help you. And that's about it. Now, if you've got something out of this episode, if you can see yourself in this episode of why your law practice isn't growing, give us a call, like I said, or if you know of someone who you've heard say this, forward them this episode, give them our number, and we'll love to help them. Okay. So until next week, this has been Frank Deming, the local business guy. Take care and bye for now. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to another episode of Marketing Solutions for Local Businesses, the podcast where you will discover all the latest and greatest digital marketing tools, tips, and strategies you will need to implement in order to stay ahead of your competition. Don't forget, any links that were mentioned during the broadcast will be available to you in the show notes, so be sure to grab them while you have the chance. Incidentally, if you have any topics that you would like for us to discuss on the show, be sure to send an email to the email provided in the show notes, or click the Contact Us link and let us know what topic you would like us to help you with, and we'll be sure to add it to our schedule. If you would like for Frank and his team to look at your digital marketing presence and give you a free evaluation, simply click the Request a Free Consultation link in the show notes to get a hold of them. That being said, until our next episode, make it a successful digital marketing day. Peace out.